money for a good cause. The Warrior Dash 5K obstacle course race and festival made its debut today in Panama City. The race travels from city to city across the United States,
I can't believe that shit, man.
12 obstacle course races,
people will risk
music, food, and games.
Injury and death.
This year's race theme is Embrace the Elements, sending contestants
just
through
stroke their fucking
air,
egos. That's what the fuck that shit's all about.
People participated in today's
and
race.
laugh all the way to the fucking bank.
Organizers
That's
say
what
this
the fuck that shit's all about, man.
Warrior Dash is unique in that it is a race that anybody can start and absolutely everybody can finish. Kids as young as 10 can participate on the full course and run with their parents. That being said, there is a little something for everyone. If you're an elite athlete, we certainly have enough challenges for you out on the course as well, and we hope to see you at one of our future races.
Yes.
The Warrior Dash started in 2009 and has raised over $14 million for St. Jude so far. To find out how you can get involved, visit mypanhandle.com.
Yeah, you're in on the fucking scam too, ain't you? Now look at this right here. Okay? Now, let's see how much. $90. Look at that shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit right here. What a fucking scam. Look at this. No Man's Land, Super Soaker, Upside Down, XL, Pallet, Alcatraz, Rock Slide, Warriors Roast, Fifth Element, Muddy Mayhem, Mud Mounds, Down to Earth, Warrior Summit. Now, look at this fucking pricing here. Notice how they got the pricing to where you really can't see it. See that right there? You really can't see it. Okay, look at that. $40, $50, $55. $65, $90. Look at that fucking shit, man. And they'll do this. Now, what if you went up to somebody and you said, hey, I want you to pay me for you to jump in the mud, for you to put yourself in danger. See, they glamorize this. Look at this. Look at that. What you get? Gee whiz. A t-shirt. Yeah, glamorize the shit out of it. Glamorize what to bring. Signed waiver. See that right there, signed waiver? Photo ID, credit, debit, beer, for beer and grub, bag of dirty clothes, change of clothes. See that right there? Notice that signed waiver. Get involved. See the volunteer part? They ain't doing the fucking volunteering. They're watching you suckers do that fucking shit. Look at that. Interested in becoming a Warrior sponsor. So what they do is they suck these people in. Oh, you'll get free advertisement out of it, but you're going to have to pay dearly for it. Now, the reason why they're saying registration is closed is, hey, man, we're fucking counting the money up, man. 5,000 people times $90. I think that's close to $500,000 if I'm not correct. Notice how these cons make sure to put the print so small. Now, what if all 5,000 people, sat there and read this all the way through? I'd be lucky if they probably wouldn't get no more than 100 people. Look at all this. See that? I understand it's an extreme test of my skill and stuff like that. I understand I'm giving up rights by signing below, including the right to sue. See these cons? They purposely make everything to where you can't read this fucking shit. They do this motherfucking shit on purpose. So who do you think is actually read it all the way through? Now I'm going to show you another sample one. Now here's another one. They made this one a little bit easier to read. But you notice that they put the print real small. Look at this. Who do you think actually read this all the way through? Who actually read this all the way through? I doubt if anybody has. But they do this shit on purpose so that they can say, oh, well, you signed it, you must have read it all. You think they got fucking time to read this shit all the way through? I doubt if these people wouldn't even have even 100 people. Now notice where it says that you agree that you carefully read and fully understood the waiver, agreed to its terms. Look at this shit. I'd like to know the first person that read this shit all the way through. Look at this. Look at this fucking shit. You don't think, and I'll guarantee you, if you tried to read it all the way through, they'd say, for you to have a bunch of people pissed off at you because they say, hey man, you're holding up the fucking line. That's why they made this fucking shit so small. You mean to tell me that if they're paying $90, you mean to tell me that they couldn't afford a bigger fucking piece of paper? These motherfucking cons. Now I'm gonna try my damnedest to read this through. Now see, this has to do with these extreme sports things. See that case? Such as the case of Maximum Indemnity Company, Dirty Foot Mud Ranch LLC. So what this is basically saying is those waivers are a bluff. And most people are not going to see what it says. Many race directors and owners believe they are protected because the participants signed a liability waiver, referred to as a death waiver in the gallows humor parlance of obstacle course racing. However, these waivers vary in effectiveness from state to state, and they rarely clear a race company of its own fuck-ups. When a waiver isn't enough, injured participants unaware of the most general liability insurance excludes such losses. So see, what they're saying here is a lot of times it's a bluff. Notice on number 26. Now notice on number 26, after you read all the gobbledygook bullshit, it says here in small print that if any portion is held invalid, the balance shall continue in force and effect. See, this is the part they don't want you to know about. So, if this waiver is can never be wavered, why does it say if any portion is held invalid? Why is that there? This is common with a lot of your terms of agreement when you go on the internet or something like that. When you go to sign up for a phone company or something like that, the big print will say, you agree that we don't even have to provide you service. See? And I'll bet you they hated to put that in there. Now, it's saying that you read this very carefully. There's 5,000 people here. How are you going to carefully... This waiver must be carefully read and signed. You got 5,000 suckers lined up willing to pay $90 to get injured. Red Frog Events and its subsidies, affiliated companies, owners out of Cook County, Illinois. And then, see, here's the thing they want you to do. They say you can't go to a local court. You got to go to our court all the way up in Chicago, Illinois. Illnesses, infections. Talking about you could get falls, injuries, infections, illnesses. Now I'm going to be continuing this because this waiver right here, I'm going to be reading it out. Because I'll bet you not one person read this out. And not only that, how many people would be pissed off? They said, man, you're holding up the line. You're holding up the line. You're holding up the line, man. We got a bunch of people to go through. They got probably excellent ways to use people's guilt against them and say, hey man, we got a long line here. Takes easy 13 minutes to read this fucking shit through to cover our ass, but fuck your asses. That's exactly what the fuck's going on here.